got some legs on him here with the leaps that he's pulling off.
That actually looks hilarious. Limp just not expecting the ward. Vision wins you games sometimes, and that one Limp just gets caught, doesn't get his BKB up, gets chain stunned.
So they can do the whole, but just the two of them. They'll have Limp back up in 5 seconds.
They're popping the glyph on the side of EG too. Really trying to persist for this tower, persist for this Frax.
And we'll respect the respawns. Hansken?
Yep.
The part's easy with the stun, but no further follow-up. EG will back off for now. The tier 3 taken. 30 seconds until a potential Roche spawns, so EG still have the avenue to play it out safe.
Got lanes in great spots. Bottom is going to start pushing in toward the side of Alliance. Op.ed was actually mid pushing this whole time too, while his team was pushing up. So Alliance has a lot of things they need to deal with now. All 3 lanes going to shove in. Roche is going to start spawning soon. NEG still looking for fight.
Just in with the BKB. Straight on her hands. And nothing to stop a BKB Monkey King right now. Maybe they can get him after it comes to an end though. They look towards him. Limbs back, dragging Nico Baby away from the action. As now S4 is left alone. He's trying to rev up the epicenter. Gets himself up for the ult, so will Limp for now. Ice Pop does catch it bash onto Limp. Limp will fall. 4 dead on Alliance. FNG trying to crawl himself back to the fountain. He will live. But the base in huge danger now as EG, they'll push up. They'll look to take away the set of racks mid. Arbed working on the top lane. Nice thing, might have another fight in them, but it's going to have to be miraculous to turn this one around now. 22-7, the lead 16k. It's going to be even more here with both of these racks almost certainly getting cleaned up.
I think they're probably talking just about the win already. Those last few fights were just impossible. I think EG just got too much out of the map, especially when they just get that Roche completely uncontested.
And the last pick lifesteal, it's just not had its chance to do much at all. If Nico Baby 1-3-1, really struggling to have an impact this game.
Under attack.
Despite the fact that it was their last pick, it's just not been an easy game for him at all.
No. Definitely see this one again. S4 gets his jewels off to defend himself, but then Nico Baby, he has to commit the rage to try to kill a minion or summon, and then he's just caught inside of the standing. Yeah, tough game. Constantly with information. That's what we were saying, is the information game from EG is always going to be there and rapid.
They're going to get kills here. If this doesn't go well, it may be over for Alliance in this game. They get the jump on a crit. Laguna as well. They're trying to pop the snap on, but crit's out to the side. They've lost the Lion. Arteezy's in with the beak. Gibby trying to close it onto Limp. Boundless strike down. Limp spins around it. He'll go down. No buyback available for him. Arbe jumping across with the chains. Onto S4. And S4, he's out. FNG stuck in the trees. Crit will fall. But Alliance have lost 3.
Nico Baby still getting chased by Arteezy inside of a creep. Juking. Trying.
He's spooky. He's gonna have promise bringing a second Arteezy, so he could come crashing down onto this creep.
Highest bottom tower.
He's gonna keep running. I think he might be dead. He's gonna be quite speedy though, but the chains. Arbed holds him in reach. Arteezy trying to range a fight back. A stun comes out from Hansken, but he's only just offered up his life as well. X will hold back Arteezy for now, but now Ice is coming up the round front. S4 comes in with a 2-man stun. Nico Baby very dead here. Boundless strike lined up perfectly as Arteezy comes crashing down onto 2 of them, and that is it. GG is called. EG, they'll take this game 29-9, 23k lead, and pretty convincingly as well. This was a top Alliance.
Yeah, sure was. I think the BKB timing thing is huge for EG when they're playing versus these 4 heroes on Alliance with the Lion, Jakiro, Lina, tanking. They get countered pretty hard, but also just this push that constantly comes out.
be able to get it. Sumail now. So from XXS.
Just free damage, right? Absolutely worked into right there.
Silence. Oh, they baited out the avalanche. Thought he was gonna zip in. Nicely played by White Album. Recognized the. Meanwhile, up top, continuing to go in on Sumail. They've got him fully boxed in. Has the bugs on him. Relocate afterwards. The net. They caught him. Oh, nicely played. The bug stays no matter where you go. And Sumail, he's gonna fall.
Tower's about to be radiant.
That Helm of the Dominator creep. That was some good stuff. But in the meantime, Topson gonna be able to claim this tier 1 tower mid. So nothing free. Playing against OG.
Tower's under attack.
Yeah, but at least, you know, they will indeed get that top tower and perhaps could make a rotation through the jungle, right? Like, this is now XXS's home. Zeb will also get it with the TP. Beastmasters, they like to play in a very specific area. You know, we've been showing some heat maps today. I'm sure in like 10 minutes, the Beastmaster map is going to be basically just top, right? Unless they want to get like really active in defenses on that bottom and mid lane. Speaking of where Topson's playing, he always takes these deep curves. It means that he's late for ganks sometimes, but this is why he gets solo kills sometimes, you know? He doesn't do like the straight beeline.
As long as we stay positive.
And now he's in a strange spot because of this.
Well, that's what's funny about this. I mean, they might be able to make something happen. They hit on the Topson, realize he's there. Now get the vision.
Look at this guy.
Well played.
The angles, man.
That was very well done.
He's just way out there on the curve. They don't see it coming. It's costly because if he doesn't get that kill, he's not farming during that time period. And this is partially why we've seen him falling further down the net worth chart for Yusu, for Topson, but they're allocating way more of their farm towards like Sumail in these games, but not so much this game because he connects in it with some help on that gank and mostly just been hitting creeps on this one.
Tower is under attack.
What he needs to do.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think that if we're sort of thinking about sort of the macro way that this game is going to play out, talk about the Beastmaster staying up top. Is there sort of a similar hero that you see from OG? It's like Seb, I feel like kind of just wants to farm to get his items, but
yeah, that's the problem with Shaker, right? Is that if your lane doesn't go so well. I mean, his was like okay, just like an average lane. Yeah. Shaker still has that issue of like I'm gonna be down here for the next like 6 minutes. Right. The best thing you can do to help your Earth Shaker is take towers, right? Because it gives him more space to farm, and it gives him some
bottom tower's still there.
Already taking
but
mid, definitely highlight, and the rest of OG gonna group together now to take this bottom tier tower. Oh, well, there is a catapult mid for Aster. Looks like they're gonna try and pressure this one with that. Question is, will there be a rotation from OG? There's already an Ice Blast blown out. Yeah, mass rotations head over this way. 4X recognizing them back out.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Stick around a little bit too long. You got White Album in the area too. On in, finds him there. Pull back, a couple right clicks. Goes through. That dude. Eventually. Wait, mid. Oh, quick blow up there. Borax got caught. It happens in a second. That's all it takes.
I mean, that's a dangerous support too. Very reminiscent of how LGD were playing before. What was theirs? Sky Clock? Yeah, so harder for the stuns, sure, but equally as deadly in terms of damage. And like we said, XSS occupying some territory up here. Annex control over the Dire jungle, turning into Aster's turf. But likewise, you know, maybe we'll see OG make a rotation in that bottom lane, but if they do, there's a lot of Aster heroes there right now. They feel confident enough to perhaps go towards the Dire triangle.
You know, I want to see really how this game plays out over the next couple of minutes too, because these types of moves that you're talking about, heading into this triangle, if they go for it, or just getting the Helm of the Overlord online for that Beastmaster, this is what I expected to be the tempo of this TI, of like crushing down towers, constantly pushing.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
Haven't really seen it yet, but this is the game where they need to do it.
It's really interesting how Aster just played that though. They TP'd into the bottom jungle, right? And they were all together. I thought they were going to smoke. So like 4 heroes there, but in reality they were just helping to cover the runes. They sent an illusion top to look. They went bottom with the Storm. He gets the arcane rune. And you know, Storm players, they're very keen on runes. It's like how you play this hero, right? So you essentially need the power runes to try and accelerate yourself to that first item, because all you have is movement and like a puny little stun. Then you got like a ton of damage. But you need that extra mana from the rune, and of course you also just need that little bit of oomph to your team play.
There's going to be another smoke up now coming. Topson, Toxa going together in the top. They're going to run into 3 heroes, as it looks like. Flip to the side, a jump in, White Album there, and the relocate afterwards. They get the stun. Avatos, is it enough? No! Storm able to back out of that one, stay alive, and, well, they're going to not quite manage to catch onto the Sky. But still, a big kill onto Topson.
Yeah, and Borax, he can help split and share the Skywrath Mage ulti, and then he can just ulti after himself, the time lapse. Yeah, it's like he medicked up his buddy, and then he just goes back to full HP.
And this is gonna... Yeah. Big plays here for Aster.
All right, but it is Sev's time, right? He has the blink. Okay, prepared. Question is, do they feel confident to do something about it? And well, they're gonna be playing either way. They actually, interesting. They smoke up No-Tail and Soxa, and they split. Soxa goes bottom, No-Tail goes top. So No-Tail is like, kind of like fake covering over his Earthshaker, right? While smoked up, so he can dodge the vision from the Beastmaster. So the Beastmaster they know that he's gonna see the Shaker, but No-Tail will be hidden. And that's what they're doing with the Sky now too. They're essentially trying to bait Aster in using the advanced vision of the Beastmaster. Very clever.
Dire's top tower has Radiant's bottom tower.
They're just sitting under the Hawk smoked, letting them know it's there.
Yeah.
And now you leave without killing the Hawk, so they're trying to bait them. Like they feel safe right now on Aster. Actually get punished is the question.
It doesn't look like it. I think that OG is realizing that even with the sort of vision advantage that they had in that instance, if they're together, it's so hard to fight into this Aster lineup.
I mean, it's just so smart not to kill that bird, though. Like, honestly. Yeah. So many people just kill that bird, and then that ward's just gone. There's no value there.
Well, they do almost have this Helm of the Overlord now, and a 3,000 gold lead for Aster. I don't know. Like, the combination of what Aster has at this point in time, and like OG, they went for a Dragonlance on Sumail.
It's almost there, sir.
Yeah, like I really feel like...
Is this one of those games where the Helm of the Overlord comes out and the creep never dies and Aster wins?
I think that's what's maybe gonna happen.
It feels like one of those games.
Topson jumps in. This is the perfect play if they can get it in time, but the relocate coming in. They find Sev, tries to blow him up. Oh, but the blob! Monet ends up falling. Sev takes him down in the relocate. Is he going to come back in time? Leonard gets pulled away, and now Monet, he's a sad bear all alone. Run away, Panda, you got nowhere to go. The avalanche, the toss, the control, it was supposed to be so good.
You know that cosmetic on the bear with the little one on the back? You know his name's Little Dipper?
Oh.
You know who the Little Dipper was there?
Who's that?
That was Lana. He dipped out.
Yeah, he did.
See ya.
Oh man, that was rough. Because again, it was all coalescing together. And like, you've got freaking Sumail at this point who's gone like Falcon Blade Dragonlance. He's now getting towards that Aghanim Scepter, but think about how strong that timing would have been with Aegis from Aster. And OG, they just take perfect, they take advantage of just a mistake and punish. Very, very lucky.
Oh, it's a good reveal for the Blink Dagger, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
First fight for Sev. Now moving towards Aghanim Scepter. OG certainly getting one good fight. And what do they need here? More set plays, more support smoke ups. Was going to be good. Assuming that Aster are probably just going to try and start grouping up a little bit with said Helm of the Overlord.
So the big question I have, when this Aghanim Scepter comes out from Sumail, that we know it's on its way. Actually, no, went for the Manta instead.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's an Orchid on the Storm, so.
Yeah, he has to do this.
Yeah, doesn't have a defensive support really. Would have to count on just like Fishers, and then the Fishers end up being too defensive, and you don't have them for the turn. Fight that is.
I mean, maybe the Skywrath Mage makes up for it. Like, I always think about like Morph Shaker just being a crazy, strong, impossible thing to deal with.
Oh, it'll come later.
Right.
We'll get there.
Yeah, good jump away. Looking to No-Tail now, not finding him. Dukes jives, gets away. And No-Tail's like,
No-Tail wants to fight. They have creep vision.
Okay. Ice Blast. Ooh. Almost called his mark there with the You're Dead, but couldn't quite get it in time.
The Ancient Grand Golem. Finally found himself an Ancient Creep. They kept killing them all. XSS couldn't get one. Now he is equipped. We're setting him in.
You miss me not.
There. Good jump from Aster, and with the big
你这么
creep,
菜，你的队友不会生气吧？
now
今
able to
天
move in and take over the outpost again. There's definitely some potential here.
Dire's middle tower's in
Death Ball
trouble.
Dota.
Which one, Dire again?
White Album takes the lead, backs away, but they catch, they kill. You know what happens when you get Sumail Storm Spirit? It's dangerous. Version.
Quite as scary.
No, well, you know. 10-6. Still just that 2,000 separating the two rosters. And Aster kind of stalling
Radiant's
out.
bottom tower needs a
Aster
hand.
minutes waiting for that BKB on Monet.
Yeah, it gets a little awkward too once you've like taken some of the towers, because like it feels like moving to the area isn't as valuable. But you're shutting down the farm of OG. Sure, you're not gaining as much, but you know, compare your enemy comparatively, you're doing better. You're gaining more. They're not getting as much. You're losing a hero. Whoa. That hood.
Yeah.
Jeez, I am really surprised that saved him.
Double again, another
like
instance.
just enough.
Like all this vision that's down from OG. Tip there.
That's kind of a crazy hood buy.
Yeah.
Over a mech? That's some big brain stuff there from Lana.
So much magical damage. Topson. Tosses back. XXS. It's hit. Chase down now. They have the defusal blade. Topson trying to TP out. Is it going to be in time? No. Faster. Find themselves. Kill. The hold.
That was a bold.
Yeah.
Topson's really believing in the,
I
the
mean,
armor, I guess, you know?
There's nowhere else to go. But yeah, it's a rough one. So yeah, I'm still wondering when this Ags comes out. Like, I really feel like Aster need to hit this timing when the BKB comes out on the Ursa. They want to try and shut this one down. Like, if he gets that Aghanims, how dangerous of a timing is that for OG?
On the Ursa, like, eventually?
No, on the Morphling.
Oh, sorry, I was a little confused. Yeah, sorry. I mean, yeah, that's like their big timing, I would say. Like, that's pretty much all they're playing for at this point on OG is the Aghanims. They're just like stalling out. I was just gonna say that the thing that's most surprising to me right now is that the least active hero has actually been Borax. Right? Like he's 1-1 and 2. As, you know, he kind of showed up for like a little bit of the map movements and stuff, but a lot of his game has been spent just like down here pushing out this dead lane and you know, trying to limit the amount of kills that OG can get. Very interesting though, and does have the Spirit Vessel, and also took the Tome there too, and is considering that Aghanims as well, because we have the AA, we have the Sky. You know, that Ags is a ton of burst damage. You can catch someone after the initial burst, and like, you know, halfway through the big combos between the Tiny and the Sky, that's completely fight and game winning.
It's all what's going on, but the jump to Topson's not going to connect. Now looking for Seth. Now looking for No Tail. Now looking for a way out, and he is gone. White Album overextending, but now the turn they take down Seb. Lana living on absolutely nothing. That pipe keeping him alive. XXS trying to back away. Avatar yet again. Waveform through in some trouble. And they got him caught for the kill. And well, the bugs, it's going to be enough for the right click down. Hell, appreciating what Sumail is doing here in this game.
I love Piglet. That's pretty good. It's a love hate relationship.
Oh man.
That's a Storm Spirit play right there. Going in like that, like when you don't have well, here's the thing, he actually does have good vision forward right now, right?
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Tower's under attack.
And again, is one of those instances where, like, you know, we talk about Rubik all the time, but Sumail there switching into the Weaver and getting the bugs on him is devastating.
It's probably his best copy this game, right? Yeah, I think it probably is. Shikuchi and having the minus armor. It's a pretty tough one to beat.
Obviously, once the Aghanim Scepter comes out, there's going to be the transformation into Seb that they can work with.
Yeah. You know, later, that one's obviously very, very good. But until there's an Aghanims, we're only working on enemies. But yeah, so those sort of jump-ins should not happen when you have a Weaver in a position. I would consider that to be a pretty big problem. I think that he might feel some pressure and maybe a little bit of safety doing it because they have these potential for relocates, either relocating himself out theoretically, but more than likely getting some additional coverage by relocating the Ursa in. but he was completely out of mana when he done that. At that state of the game.
Quick jump. Hey, finds no tail. Has the Echo. 15 seconds. Minted the Aghanim Scepter, so Mail does eventually get that item. This is really start turning, and oh, he's got it. All right.
This is the timing. We're there.
I feel like
he has Essence Ring 2 on the Shaker. That makes this so much better. Because the main problem is that sometimes the Shaker has trouble keeping up with the Morphling, and if he tries to play too close to the Morphling, then the Shaker dies. But Essence Ring, being a core, having the Strength Treads, he has like 2,600 HP right now.
incredibly hard.
2,700. My bad.
And I think like this is the big thing is I felt like Aster needed to get more done, but this combo, this timing that comes out with a Morph Shaker, it's just, it feels so impossible to fight against. See if Aster can do it. They've been playing well so far. Make sure they execute. Possibly take out Seb first or find a way to blow up. Himself open to it, but DD Rune spawns bottom. Oh man.
We saw that timing that Topson had his items too, and like where he started gold-wise, and look where he is now. Like they clearly have a very good definition of how they want to play Dota. We discussed this the last time with the OG, but like Topson has lost a ton of priority in terms of farm. They're giving way more to Sumail and Seb out of his pocket without really impacting the supports too much. Except no tail this game. Hey, so go dig up some bounties if you want some gold. I don't know. Get your trusty shovel out. Can I get a hit? No tail. Oh, let's go. Oh, you got the gold.
Nailed it. Perfect.
That's a good sign. You're gonna win the next team fight whenever you dig up a bounty.
Got it. Wait. Still sitting pretty. Punch from Roche for no reason. That's fine. But have an opportunity to take this fight if they want with the DD Ursa, BKB done. Talking about. Oh, he'll go shard too. Oh yeah.
I love how they just go and punch Roche and bring him out.
I feel like they can kind of just go in and do this. And like, what do you do if you're Aster at this point? They're gonna send in the Hawk. They're gonna see this. White Album is on the other side of the map and still not showing up.
That was a little crazy. He's teasing them.
Toss back. Success. It's in trouble now. The turn onto Topson. Trying to jump, trying to go for the kill, but it's not enough. Now White Album jumps in, trying to control, seeing if they can kill him off. They have the fireball down, everything for Seb, and he will eventually fall. And now, Monet, he killed Sumail.
They made some mistakes.
Dead for 60 seconds, no buyback.
He got organized. That zip through was perfectly timed by White Album. And you do not want to fight this right now, Aster. They need to back up a little bit, recuperate, get everything back, because a lot of the tools from OG are gone, and most importantly, the Morphling is too. So just, don't fight them in the pit.
40 seconds.
Use your heroes. Find the vision.
That's all they need. Suddenly a 5,000 gold.
He
jumps in and gets caught and gets killed. He has buyback. Time-lapse is back in for the fight. Used a good jump on him, but now if you start losing heroes, this is where things start to look bad. The roar comes out, able to connect. Borax runs in, no buyback for him. White Album tries to take down Seb and will get that finish. So this opens up Roche.
Borax is a genius. He wanted to die there for the buyback time lapse in. I mean, it works out because they get the kill on Seb after.
Yeah.
But that was absolutely terrifying.
And him and that
a little bit risky.
I never messed up
They'll take it.
Relocate now. They find Topson, able to catch him. And they find themselves another kill. Monet laughing away at this one. And again, like, think about how much of a difference it makes. Like that Orchid timing, like you were talking about, White Album coming in after having to play, got freaking sick and now is back on the field. That's what you want to see. 8,000 gold lead from Aster.
And you gotta imagine the difference between like, I can't play today and I can play today is, it's not that huge. I feel like he's probably, not at 100% quite yet. Like obviously he wants to play so badly that I'm sure he was probably just like, literally not allowed to play yesterday or something.
Right. Like
doctor's orders to like now be in here performing this well is just ridiculous, the dedication.
7,000 gold lead, and the vision game is where it feels like OG need to be incredibly careful here. Like, these Hawks, it's a death sentence if they find you. 4x spots. All right, some more collusions. It's a lot of damage. Oh my god, he has the time lapse. Run away, 4x. That's for somebody else to try and battle. But this is the combo still. OG, they flubbed it last time, but this is what you're looking for. This is what they built the draft around.
The Ice Climbers are here. And then Popo.
Jump. Finds him. They ran through it. Now it's some trouble. Whiteout just jumps in and finds for the kill.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Yeah, Seb is just like, he doesn't have the Manta, you know? Sumail's like, I cannot play Dota without a Manta or a Dispel. And Seb's like, I have to go blink eggs. It's my only choice for the team. And it is hurting him greatly. It's not letting Sumail play.
Yeah.
Right? They're not utilizing this combo at all. They're just breaking it up.
Now, you've got this incredibly strong push.
You know, that's also how you beat Ice Climbers. Anyway, sorry, continue.
The other thing that I'll mention is, like, you know, Monet has been a pretty standout player in this game, playing on this Ursa. You think back to, like, you know, TI7 time when he was playing with LFY, he was this hot new up-and-coming player and, you know, kind of got eclipsed by a lot of the young superstars out of China, and now finally getting the chance to really show his stuff after a full year and a bit hiatus. This is the player that we're all hoping he could eventually be, and he's been pretty good here in this game number 1.
Invis here as well. Sentry down, Nosy.
And they're gonna come after my buddy. Monet's coming for you. Right clicks come through, and they take down Topson.
That is not worth. Yeah. And that already looks scary because it's like an Ursa with mages, so like
they're still going. Oh, they're jumping to Seb. He found him. XXS didn't get a chance. Waveform through. White Album pulls back onto Seb. They need to kill him. They need to bring him down. Land out. They try and jump away, and they will finish him off. Sumail still has some duration left on this one. And they find the bash. Monet, godlike, a haste rune spawns in the river to try and chase down for Sumail.
They have the vision
Sumail
too.
has to run.
They know where he's going.
Oh, it's deadly. A very timely haste rune, and Sumail just hoping to get out of dodge. And they will finally manage to escape, it looks like.
Oh, well, you say that. White Album's nearby.
Oh, God. Is he going to find
the
him?
Manta, so now he's good. He's out of there. A little bit scary there, but, you know, Seb, he goes in, he gets that big Echo Slam, but there was still White Album.
Yeah.
He just gets orchided after. That's the end. And the real issue is that he's dying so often that he can't progress on his itemization, so he picks up a Ghost Scepter, but that doesn't really solve the problem. I feel like he would have preferred, like, you know, maybe a Lotus, maybe that Lincoln's that he's got queued up. He got stuck at, like, the little tiny in-between item to see if he can survive a bit longer.
That's what you need to do at this point, but it's just, it's really hard. I don't know, I guess that they still need him for that initiation, but I would love the idea of just like him hiding back and Lane Sumail be the one that goes in. He kind of has to be the one to go, yes.
And one of the scariest things to have to do in Dota is to buy a gem in this situation. No-Tail buys one. They're down 10k right now, but it's been a little bit brutal from the Hawks and everything. So they have to try and get some control back over their own territory and ensure that that zip and that potential for White Album. They need to bring back two, like, bad zip Storm Spear. Not these good zips using the vision and getting those perfect silences off. And here comes one of those Hawks. It's actually, that's pretty cool that it just dies right to the Ice Vortex, right, with the shard.
Oh, yeah.
On No-Tail. That's a really good tool versus Beastmaster.
Well, and again, the big thing that they've been doing constantly, trying to sort of ignore Monet with Aegis. Now, the Aegis down, there's an opportunity here. That being said, Monet does have the Abyssal Blade done. He's got BKB. This Ursa is very hard to deal with. 4,000 gold ahead of Morm. I think the Abyssal Blade is the biggest one. Also almost have the Aghanim Scepter now on the...
Yeah, if he gets Abyssal, is there anything? Probably, yeah, there's a 4-step on Songstar. Maybe, yeah, a potential future one for No-Tail too. I like that decision. I think he has to go for it.
Fire that.
That is definitely the way to go, yeah. Wants a Scotty, though. Morphling matchup, that's also fair.
Yeah, that's a good point. Monet. rocking the Orbic Corrosion. It's Aster that are trying to go for the suffocation play, take away their farm, take down objectives. Most importantly for Aster, try and secure that next Roche when it comes up. Still a minute and a half away. This does give some time for OG to pressure out on the map. This tier 2 tower down bottom.
Middle tower looks
Chat goes wild for Aster.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Everyone, please. They're showing up here. Okay, a few cheers for OG as well. Now, this is our little battle back and forth you see here, but at the top you can see it's much larger for Aster. So, got more Aster fans here.
Okay. Differential.
Gaya's middle
1 to
tower is
13.
under attack. Radiant's bottom tower
Storyline, I think, of this game so far has really been just the failure to execute on this Morph Shaker combo, and Aster really being the one to play around the strength of Monet and White Album in this very clutch interrupts.
I would envision this as like OG kind of look like a bunch of little kids trying to get a ball into a hoop, and White Album's just like jumping up and slamming them down. Like he's like 7 feet tall, just like smacking big blocks on kids. These huge Orchid plays. Yeah.
But Topson. Get some bugs on him. Oh, they know. Jump in. Over to the side. Monet found him. Seb's dead again. Now the chase. Topson in some trouble. Fusel there. They're going to buy back now on Seb, and that signals Aster walk away. Oh, gee, they want to chase. They want something here. I don't think they're going to get it.
Just get Orchided over and over and over again. You think, all right, I'll get myself a Ghost Scepter. Abyssal, dead. It's like, all right, well, there's no winning here, clearly.
What are you going to do?
I love how he's the Abyssal right into the silence, too.
Radiant's top
Gotta find
tower
a new neutral item here.
Oh, yeah, the Mind Breaker. Yeah, that's devastating. Nowhere to go. But buyback certainly gonna hurt. I don't know, can Topson be the one that goes in first? I guess that fight was different because like things got a little bit weird right at the start. They were revealed on a Hawk, and they just like as soon as they saw Seth.
As long as we stay positive.
Yeah, I don't know. Topson needs a bit more. He wants this Silver Edge.
Yeah.
He just needs like something else for a little bit more damage. But one of the issues with his game is that he doesn't have the accelerator at all. You know, he has the magic acceleration, or at least amplification, thanks to the help of Ancient Seal from the Skywrath Mage. But he doesn't have a Bloodlust. This is not the same Tiny that we've been seeing in a lot of our matches. There's no Lycan for the Wolf Knight.
And as they've sort of crossed that threshold of damage, Topson's not able to get that immediate elimination. And even when he did, we think about that fight where, you know, took out Lennon right at the start. They just turned around. It's like, all right, well, if they kill you, then nothing left in the tank.
They have a double Force Staff now, though, so harder to get these kills, be it Orchid or Abyssal. Maybe the two supports can help out and save Seb, and he goes back into the engagement, try and turn things. What we need then at that point for the stack, the team fight, the spells, is we need the Aghanim Scepter on the weak. I think we can really break up the flow of a team fight into a large surprise.
But are they going to be able to get this one in time? There's vision around this area, and
Roji?
I mean, I guess not. There's... Oh, God, he got backed by Roche. They go at the same time on Seb. When they try to get Ghost Scepter out, White Album focusing onto one. It looks like they will eventually kill Soxa here. Most likely White Album. Have a toss down low. And on top of that freaking storm. Soxa down low and will die to the core. They still can't get it. So they have to buy back. They lose no tilt, but they will kill White Album. Oh, much needed. Now in some trouble. Exodus gets turned on, gets exploded. Sumail, BKB out. Now turn on the Lanham, taking him down as well. Monet, Angry Bear, Bundy in rage. Does it up. He's going to get some all on his own. And now the rest of the team buys back, gets in the fight, takes down Sumail the Boon.
Yo, let's go.
Monet is a legend, and Borax makes the plays.
He just followed Seb that whole fight. Like, Seb had gone on, as you noticed, at the very beginning, and he tried to loop back around up to his own side of the jungle, and Borax just got a bung on him in the Roche pit. Again, thanks to that one Hawk, which spotted so much around Roche, and he just got stopped by Borax, and he couldn't play, right? Like, what are you going to do as an Earthshake when this happens? So that initial Hawk, as you can see, not spotted, right?
Yeah.
That's what gives them the jump off the bash. Up top, you see them hop onto Seb. And then our first victim here, man, I tell you, invincibility has really been the invincibility today in a lot of our games. But Sumail not able to land that combo, obviously just a little bit too late. Kind of shows the nerfs that have happened to this build, right, over time.
It's true.
It's not quite as devastating as it was. And as you can see, there's actually he's pinging his own hero during that, just like, guys, please, help. I can't do anything right now. This Weaver's just on me.
Yeah. Needed that help, and there was nowhere. The fight is spread out too far right now. Now, tier 3 tower gonna get taken down. Aster, after an incredibly disappointing day number 1, are coming in and trying to take down OG, the 2-time TI champions. And they're looking to secure this. OG need to come up with some answers. They've still got Aegis, G's on the IO, Refresher on the Weaver. It's going to be at least 2 sets of racks, it looks like, or at least the tier 3 tower. No, okay, they're backing. OG, can they punish? Can they chase?
They can with that set.
Okay.
I think they'll be happy to go back and get up their neutral items here. Tier 4 available. 38.5 minutes after that big fight. They had more important things to do than farm the jungle. So now they go back and collect these items. We'll get a couple better items here for some of these heroes. I'm looking for Monet specifically. I feel like he doesn't really need the Mindbreaker anymore. That's good. Best item. To Edge, that could be kind of hype. Oh, I willed it to be.
Back to Edge.
My God.
Mr. Cloak coming out as well. OG in the meantime. Again, if they can find that big fight, this is the combo. God, look at that damage differential.
Yeah, and now he has a Penta exit and just passed it off to him. Oh, neutral items. Amazing.
All OG need is that one fight, though. This is a lineup that can do it, but will it happen?
Now, they still have the gem, but mind you, the AoE's not that low. And it's still on no tail, which is pretty scary.
He gets found at all. Yeah, fights just feel really tough. Look, they really don't have an answer for Monet. This Ursa pick was been absolutely superb. Now they're trying to herd OG around the map. No tail, get hit with the bugs, can maybe hide away. Oh! X marks the spot again. 4X goes down. That's the play that they needed. Lose Soxa for it though. But can they still take this fight without him? Jumps in, Monet catches onto No-Tail, that's Gem on the ground, looking for more. Anybody else looking, jump in. Well, Abyssal Blade turns down to Sumail. Abyssal's one, tried to kill the other, and Sumail falls. Triple kill for Monet. This is the slowest beatdown that we've seen in a while. Doesn't quite manage to find that bash.
Oh my God, it was the tether stun. I could not figure out what happened to Sumail. I was like, wow, it just interrupted all that. With the shard. It's so sneaky the way it operates in this specific scenario because like the way that they're trying to jump in there with Sumail and Seb, right? They're essentially doomed to be in that tether. Right? And it's like breaking up. It's such a like finesse combo. You're trying to get like that perfect wobble situation where they're just like stunned. But they can't do it. Look at this. Look, that comes in and it's just like, boom, now you get stunned out.
Yeah. I mean, look at for everybody that's been around for a while. Normally we talk about like if you haven't been in Dota for a while, but people might remember this from back in the day. This is the new answer to Morph Shaker. Just get an IO, get a shard.
Just get tether stun apparently.
They end up stunning themselves.
They do the work for you. That's great.
Oh, man. What a flub. That one hurts. 41 minutes in, and Aster with a sneaky pickup. Atlanta, this guy's been around forever. He knew what he needed to get. That's amazing.
There's nothing better than the shards that don't give you another button, but are really good. You know? I don't have anything else to worry about right now. I'm just gonna do my normal stuff.
God, what a play.
Oh, Timeless Relic? Nice.
That's unbelievable.
Oh, I don't even know who's going to want that.
Good for IO. Oh, and now Aster, 96% win probability. Throwing to Dota 2, but things looking quite good for them. Mage is still in hand for, well, actually about to be reclaimed. He gonna try this time? No way. Oh, the BKB though, but the Ghost Scepter. Good reaction. For a secondary stun, jump in afterwards. Topson, Ava, toss. A-Blast comes in though, and there's the echo, but he got stunned again! Monet tries to turn, hoping to do something at all here. They've already lost the storm. This fight looking okay for OG at the moment.
Sox is still alive somehow.
Chasing waveform. Success gets caught, gets chased, still invis, but they get the vision, and eventually they're gonna find the beatdown as they take down 3. This was the fight OG were waiting for.
Io, Storm, and Beastmaster. Still a giant lead, of course, for Aster. You know, you can't get too far ahead of yourselves, but it proves that there is a chance now. You have an opportunity. And you know that's the case whenever there's Morph Shaker. I believe Topson's fine here.
We will see. He's thinking about going. Wait, he knew. So
he did not know. I don't think.
He didn't know about Monet, but he didn't know.
Yeah.
About, at least the chase down.
He thought Sumail could come in, they could bait his death. Now Sumail, he's the pressure. He wants to try and turn this. The overpower on the Morph. Seb's coming too. Already. Now he copies the Shaker.
Has to be careful. Borak's in trouble, and Borak is
dropping.
One by one. They're getting a little bit too big for the britches here on the Aster lineup.
A 2 Rax lead, so that is good, right? Yeah, 2 lanes, always going to be pushing a little bit in your favor on the side of the Aster, so like these wipes don't hurt quite as much as when you have this big lead without a Rax, but it's all just little stepping stones, right? They're going up the stairs, they're trying to fall back down any stairs throughout the rest of this journey, but it's a steady ascension back to an even game, because the issue is that OG are still in the basement. They gotta find themselves in the level ground, which in Europe is 0, and I find that confusing. But it actually makes more sense.
That's true.
When you think about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so maybe the rest of the world could just do that too.
That sounds great.
Probably, and you know what? I say Europe to America, but we think we're the center of the universe, not
so
just the world, so.
They're unraveling. You found the moment. You know who also found the moment? OG here.
And there's the segue.
They have done, I mean, again, this is like the comeback team, right? The lineup that's done it time and again. Right now, they're putting the game, it feels like in Sumail's hands. That's sort of been the point of, feels like their entire group stage. Give him whatever they can.
Well, they're trying to give Seb level 25 here.
Player comparison for the moment. He has definitely been given the higher priority. But I will say that I feel like White Album has had a couple more of those more standout moments.
Oh yeah, 100%. Sumail is, he's slowly getting there. Every item makes it just so much easier for Sumail, right? Because you know it's a struggle with like everything they're playing versus, and Seb's having some itemization issues because he obviously like has a harder time farming compared to the Morphling. He's still struggling to progress past his items. He at least has that Lincoln's now. But Sumail can pick and choose a little bit easier into ways to catch back in. And wow, that is a very late Roche spawn. That is really good news for OG. And the OG fans. That's where you guys need to like make the crowd thing happen.
Cheers. Because
you got a late Roche spawn. I don't know how it works. I haven't looked yet, but I'm sure you guys will figure it out.
Series of events. I will say too now, we've got the Satanic done for the Morphling. We've got a way to dispel there. Multiple ways to dispel. This could be scary. And done. No fourth staff reaction. They can't get there in time. Monet pops the BKB, turns on to Topson. He's blown up. Instant buyback. They know that they need to be here. But again, it's a long Roche spawn.
Wow, I can't believe all these OG fans are dying when they just lost 2 heroes. This is so weird. Like, why are they cheering like crazy? These are really sadistic fans.
Dude, you baited it so hard right there. Oh, man. Well, 18,000 gold. More importantly, the buyback status that we're sitting at right now. We've got 4 ready for Radiant. Only No Tail available with the buyback. Get closer and closer to this Roche fight. So much.
Like, who goes in first right now? OG. How do you figure out what's happening over here, you know? This is not an easy situation. They are blind. They don't see anything. Yeah. You go to the shot after, they see everything. They see like the entirety of the middle of this map.
Topson, he gets jumped on right at the start. The BKBs come out and the beatdown commences.
They're just fishing a barrel. Like, that vision's unreal right now.
They see everything. They don't see Sumail. Now looking for the chase down, but instead they found Saksa, able to chase, able to kill. A double now for Monet. Looking for another, see if you can find a third. And just like that, they take them both down. No buybacks on any of those heroes from OG. They're gonna run into the Roche. It's a long spawn. Does that mean they just go up and try and take Rax? I think so. Aster. we're seeing out reactions a heck of a couple of plays.
Now, the Earthshaker, they wouldn't know for sure, right? There was no back. They might know because of items and everything, but they probably they know it's not coming back. That one's a guarantee. The more be sure if he has buyback right now too. He wants to make his way to this fight, but for now, Sumail is indeed under vision, just still hitting Ancient, so
they're trying to force out any type of reaction, any type of buyback, maybe realizing now that there isn't one. And instead, they're going to set their sights on these tier 4 towers. Do you go tier 4s against OG, or do you go for Roche? They're making a decision right now. Will it come back to haunt them? Dropping down as many of these little bullies over and over again. Oh, Sumail backs away.
I think they can end it. There is 30 seconds. They see the speed. They're hitting the buildings.
Turns forward. There's the Ice Blast. It comes down afterwards. Sumail dropping something low. Waveform through. Doing a good chunk of damage. They have buyback on Oakdale. It's only Sumail that's left. Swings, misses. GG called. Aster take game number 1.
Aster. Oh man, I bet they're just going nuts right now. Let's get themselves the win versus OG, a team obviously double champion and still a very real threat here at TI, even if they didn't perform that well in the DPC. And they've been showing that in some of their games too. To us, OG has looked like one of the better teams. Some of their strategies have been very scary versus their opponents here in this stage. And now Aster, first game versus them in maybe not dominant fashion, but definitely convincing. I'm convinced on Aster.
decisión en realidad de seguir jugando de una forma greedy en un early mid game, así que he estado viendo anteriormente, o esto aplica quizá ya de una manera más condicionante inclusive.
Sí, al final han condicionado un poco la base de daño que tuvo T1 en el primer juego, entonces todavía le doy yo la fe a que Virtus Pro puede ganar.
Fe, lo más lindo de la vida, dicen algunos. Probablemente sea una chance bastante interesante, así que hay que ver si es que encontramos esa diferencia entonces, y al mismo tiempo el impacto nuevamente que vamos a tener con este necro, ¿no? Que justamente estamos teniendo. Agradecer a las personas que ya están empezando a conectarse, a los que recién se levantan, a los que están yendo al trabajo, a los que están, bueno, realidad donde se encuentran, algunos ya también en el feriado, que saben por ahí tienen la semana libre. Aprovechen, chicos, qué rico Dota van a tener. No se olviden de seguirnos nuevamente en redes sociales, estamos en Twitch, estamos en YouTube, estamos en Steam TV. Si te vas al Dota, recuerda activar nuestro canal de voz. También estamos en el canal. Que nada, chicos, ahí nos encuentran a cada uno de nosotros. Y ya vamos entonces con lo que viene a ser el inicio de la partida. Y también yo. Así que vamos una vez, porque eso solamente es una vez. Iba a decir al año, pero
rápido que ya se formó
cada 2 años. Así que, a ver, este es el rango, ¿ya? Jugador con el mayor network al final del juego.
Bueno, es Doom o Doom, la verdad.
No, es Doom también, me dejan duda. Jugador con el mayor daño total, mágico puro, Doom cerrado. Jugador, dale tú.
Ya sé tú.
Total número de teleport cancelados, 1. Y el último es... ¿cuánto tiempo ha sido cancelado?
No, ¿cuánto tiempo va a durar?
Bueno, juego. Que no leo esto. Dale la tercera. 44 minutos, no pasa de eso. Sí. Con ello entonces va a ser la predicción. Las personas que nos siguen ahí ya saben. Si tienen 4 predicciones, va bien. Porque sabes que te dan algo. ¿Tú alguna vez has hecho las 4? ¿Has llegado a concretar las 4?
Sí, pero hace un par de días, ¿no? Y luego no le prestaba mucha atención a eso. Simplemente me concentraba más en la partida.
Era gozo cuando eran las 4 porque te dan ese tiempo era la locura. Y obviamente cambia mucho. Al igual que en productiva y al igual que el primer kill de la partida. A manos de Q. Y el necro pone entonces el pie derecho. Y la propina no tiene que faltar, ¿no?
Es algo un poco innecesario, ¿no? Porque es un Jairo donde no tiene visión. Y bueno, tiene un árbol, ¿no? Que permite plantar la primera y ya no hay escape para el snap.
Ahora, el trabajo que está teniendo GPK en este momento es nuevamente control de línea, un buen body block, rico body block, pero tampoco es uno de que va a haber mucha complejidad dentro de un Doom, ¿no? Porque conoces que Carl en este momento solamente va a tener que farmear, va a ir en esta ocasión por el mago, aseguras mucho farmeo, mucho oro, y GPK también está en una situación muy similar. De hecho, llega un punto en el cual el juego con este Storm Spirit de GPK y su mail, por ejemplo, en algunos puntos es bastante parecido, porque deja prácticamente la línea y va a coger los stacks, o todos los stacks que pueda. Te olvides incluso de esta línea y deja que el support vaya de manera temprana. Es algo muy probable que quizá por ahí encontremos. Rotamos un poco el mapa y en botlane ya empieza la situación de intercambiar un poco el daño. Se queda para intentar obtener el kill y está bastante adelantado. No la pasa tan bien Q. Esto es bastante perjudicial. Puede ser el kill. Cuidado, ralentice va a ser la respuesta y el kill. Y probablemente también el Shipper, que no la pasa tan bien. Le queda un hitcito nada más. Regenera bastante bien. Y el último hit termina siendo manos de save. Los support reinan. Los support verdaderos carros del Dota.
Y es que eres como el Venom, el Viper y el Negro cuando los mandas a la offlane son héroes que no tienen mucha movilidad y una buena respuesta a esto va a ser una kill lane, ¿no? Como la Snap termina tepeando bot y al final hace un doble kill, ¿no?
A ver, creo que dentro de todas esas opciones encontramos que tenemos a manos de GPK o en respuesta, probablemente va a terminar siendo nuevamente el tema de la Bounty Boon. Sabes muy bien de que juegas con el agro en bot. Mire, ya tomaste 2 buenos kills y Safe tiene una cantidad de oro bastante elevada. Y la decisión de jugar con free lane probablemente ocasiona ese tipo de dificultades, ¿no? La muerte de Shaker porque fue agresivo en una, pues fue Safe en otro. Entonces, por ahí lamentablemente el Shaker no la pasa tan bien. Que justamente está en problemas, está stuneado, está silenciado, está aniquilado, puede haber un kill más y cae. No sé si le pesaba tiempo para regenerar, porque había un minisegundo. Y en medio también, presión en todo lado, en toda parte del mapa. No me dejan descansar estos señores. GPK que está bastante cerca. Score de Leche todavía no culmina. presiona la torre inclusive. Y Karl finalmente encuentra a ella.
Y es que juegan muy alrededor de lo que es una línea cómoda para Nightfall, ¿no? Por eso es que hacen la killing. Ya les nace todo y es imposible kills.
Creo que DM de alguna forma toma muy buena lectura y el combo, eso fue lo que mencionaste siempre, el combo que está dando en todo momento dentro del Shaker con Snapfire y la secuencia o la cadena de stuns que tienes ya es algo bastante interesante, o bueno, es algo sumatorio creo, es algo que está viendo en el 1-1 y que ayuda bastante. Ahora, ¿qué es lo que vas a hacer en este momento? JP no se encuentra tan lejos, estás con el Fortress, estás con el Fortress Edge y Karl que también va a llegar a morir, pero recuerda... No murió. Pensé que moría, sí. Y encima está con... sí, va a regenerar ello. Estás con el Fortress Edge y probablemente vas a buscar una rotación temprana quizá. Y está respondiendo Karl. Dios mío. Doble punto. Y se va a regenerar por completo, Karl.
Más que todo un poco también acá la suerte para que en el campo pequeño del costado le salga el crit de trueno, ¿no? Que demasiado en el daño se le suena.
Oh, y
no va a morir.
No va a chisear, creo.
Está muerto.
Está muerto. No, o sea, no hay nada que pueda hacer y los tips también para JPK. Uy, Karl está haciendo algo, o bueno, ¿cómo explicarlo? La frase, el término, la cucharada de la propia medicina, el early está aprovechando también uno que otro punto T1, ¿no? En top viene respuesta, fue agresivo, Virtus Pro, Savage, hay que retirarse, genera, está tranquilo, tiene Perifaz, también tiene tango, no lee. Pero se siente la presión constante y eso creo que sí es algo bastante incómodo, ¿no? Llega Whiteford, van a intentar poner en aprietos a lo que sería la abuelita, pero sale sin ningún problema finalmente con eso.
Y esto es un poco por el tema de que la Maiden hizo un buen trabajo al ir en medio, ¿no? Pero al mismo momento descuida un poco a su carry, ¿no? Y limita un poco su farm.
15 mana on Frostbite level 1 and 15 mana on Crystal. And he barely had enough mana to get that kill in the mid lane.
Dire structures are
I have to
fortified.
imagine cast enough spells where in the past that he wouldn't have had enough.
Team talk about them being a team that often comes back. They're playing the laning stage game. They have managed to crush several of these lanes and continue to play aggressive down bottom, which has been their undoing before and maybe their undoing again. Nightfall's low. And it baits this one a bit. Cuckoo pushes Hero to the limit, gets another death pulse off, but he's still going to go down to saves right clicks.
Did get zoned entirely on the Sven. Not all phenomenal.
Sven not CSing amazingly well. It's crazy how getting that Harpy creep mid made such a big difference on the lane.
Dire are
Yeah, it's one of the most BS parts of Doom in general. Like, no matter what lane you're,
Radiant are
whatever jungle creeps you get
How
can
does that even
drastically
work?
impact. But hey, I can be a gambling man myself sometimes. Down for a little dice. Nightfall. Not too unhappy with what's happened bottom, because he got the early kill. Been a part of a lot of kills, like 0-0-5 Ash of the carry position.
Hey, we'll hold them down, you knock them out. 5 seconds left.